All right, the second topic we have for our quiz is section 8, which is on transformations. So this is where we start with some parent function and then we move it by shifting or dilating or things like that. So if we look at this first example, number 2, it says state a parent function here for this function and tell me the transformations. So obviously it is a cubed function, so our parent function is simply going to be y equals x cubed. And now everything that is not x cubed, so this 3 and this plus 1 and this minus 2, everything else will create a transformation. So if we look at how we work this, we typically look inside the function first for things that work horizontally. So we have x plus 1. So if you recall, that means we are going to shift to the left by 1, which means the x's will all get subtracted by 1. Now, you don't technically have to write the rule x minus 1 here, but in question 3, it's going to help us out. Now, the other two things, the 3 here and the minus 2 here, are vertical, so they're going to affect the y. They're on the outside of the function, so they're going to influence the y. So we'll deal with the multiplying before the subtraction. So we're multiplying by 3, which is going to make things get larger. So this is a vertical stretch by 3. And then the minus 2 at the end, obviously that's just going to be a shift down by 2. So for the y's, we're going to multiply them by 3, which stretches them, and then shift them down by subtracting them. So my rule for the y is 3y minus 2. Multiply the y's by 3, subtract 2, and we'll get our value. So these are our transformations we can apply to the parent function to get our new graph. So in question 3 it says, in the function above, list 3 points on the parent function and 3 points on the transform function. So we did this a lot where we did the parent function points. We typically pick -1, 0, 1, and then we will plug those into our parent function. So -1 to the third power is -1. 0 to the third power is 0. 1 to the third power is 1. So these are on the parent function. Now to get the new points, we can simply use these rules that we obtained above. X minus 1, 3 minus 2. So for all the x's, I'm simply going to subtract 1. So -1 minus 1 is -2. 0 minus 1 is -1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Now for the y's, same idea. We're going to multiply by 3 and subtract 2. So if I start with the -1, 3 times -1 is -3. Minus 2 is -5. 3 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 2 is -2. And then 3 times 1 is 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. So these are my points: -2, -5, -1, -2, and 0, 1. So these are all so the parent ones are the black points, and then these green ones are the points that would be on this new graph: 3x plus 1 cubed minus 2.